All right, good morning, my friends. Welcome to Pre-Market Prep. I hope everyone's having a happy Friday, and hopefully you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How you doing today? I hope you got some much needed rest, my friend.
I could have slept better, I'll tell you, but that's
Yeah.
all right, man. I'll catch up this weekend, be ready to roll. I had a weird nightmare, man.
Yeah.
And it's I'm not one that's not used to nightmares, but it was a strange one. Usually they're about myself. I had a really bad car accident when I was about 18 years old.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
And it haunted me for years. I actually was diagnosed with PTSD on it, but I used to have nightmares almost nightly. It'd wake me up from that reoccurring stuff.
Shoot.
But
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
had that in a long time.
hmm
Thank goodness. But I'll just put it in a short way that I had a nightmare that my son was in trouble, and he was clinging on the edge of a wall over a raging water canal 50 feet below him, and it freaked me out. I woke up and I could not go back to sleep.
That would definitely do it.
Yeah,
Man.
but
Yeah.
anyway.
It sucks, man. Sorry to hear
And
that.
I
But
was
yeah.
like, they're not in a million. He gets scared when I pick him up over my shoulders, so I know he wouldn't put himself in that situation. That's
Yeah.
what I was
Yeah.
telling myself when I woke up, but nevertheless, I was awake. So, yeah, how are you
Yeah.
doing,
Yeah.
man?
Doing good, man. Can't complain. So funny thing about nightmares. Phones never work. You can never run fast enough, and nobody can hear you when you scream. It's just a weird thing about nightmares how that
It
works.
is. And you can't
It's
find your
insane.
clothes in the car.
It's just nothing.
Have you ever had the naked dream? Like
I
you're in
haven't
some
had
weird
that one
it's been
yet.
a long time, but
Yeah, yeah.
like you're naked in the car and you're like, what the hell is going on? It's a weird one, dude.
That is a weird one. Haven't dived into that one yet, but who knows, man? Still got a bit to go. All right, guys, let's get to it. Our gappers list this morning. We have both ends here, red and green today. A couple of tickers that we are very familiar with: DKNG, SQ, Dash, some other ones here that don't trade very well. On the gap down side, I see Under Armour here gapping down huge. We'll take a look at that in the double digits. Both I forget which one is the share class of these two.
So
Uh,
UAA is the one we usually try to trade. That's Class A. Class C is UA and trades less volume. They usually trade around the same moves, but it's
uh-huh.
just there's more liquidity in UAA. So
UAA, right? Yeah, and we're seeing that right now with a lot more volume, almost 3 times there. We have Net Z. Net had earnings last night, and Zoom, Space, and some other ones on here. Peton, we haven't seen Peton in a while, so definitely we'll take a look, guys. Yesterday was just insane. I mean, I tell you, I did not
brutal.
expect the type of sell-off we got. I mean, I just
I
don't.
expected a sell-off,
Yeah,
not to that magnitude.
yeah, we'll look at the individual stocks now, and then we'll look at the normal. We'll go to the SPY with you guys. But here's AMD. Again, we had it on our list. Nice sell off there. I mean, everything was a short at some point. AMD did recover to the middle of the day here a little bit, but then just sold right back off. Then we had Neo. Again, just a beautiful sell off here. Never really recovered, just kind of lingered down here. Baba wasn't that great compared to everything else. So you did have a sell off, but compared to like a Neo, a AMD, even Apple, just clean sell off to the downside, guys. There's no strength at all yesterday there. So Twitter was actually the only thing that was green. It's funny, we were talking about this. Brian, I think, mentioned it, but it was an ugly green, right? We had the one single pop here and just kind of went sideways for the entire morning, dipped a little bit, some more sideways action. Then later, towards the end of the day, you did get this drop here. I'm not sure what caused that there, but again, just some not clean for sure on Twitter yesterday. And Oxy, also another one that started a little bit rough, did get a little bit of a drop here, but a very rough start out of the gates on that one. So, and then the SPY. Let's talk about the SPY a little bit here. I mean, this thing is again, did not expect this sell off that we had yesterday.
Yeah, so we just had the important data of the day drop. We had non-farm payrolls come out and the unemployment rate. Unemployment rate ticked up. Well, actually, no, let me rephrase that. Stayed steady at 3.6 compared to last month versus a drop to 3.5 that was expected. Non-farm payrolls came in at 428,000 ad versus 391 ad, so a little bit stronger than expected. The market has responded to this. It's popped higher. That having been said, much like yesterday, I personally, my opinion, don't expect this to hold. We're in a pretty nasty market right now. Yesterday was the biggest drop we've had since spring of 2020, right? So
Yeah.
people are freaked out. People are seeing their 401ks dissolve away, and yeah, there's some margin concerns, some leverage concerns going on. We'll see how it goes, but you can have some pretty strong rallies in bear markets. I don't know that today's going to hold, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think today will be the day, but man, you just don't know with this market.
Yeah.
So,
We do have a
uh,
Fed speaker at 9:15. The
yeah,
New York Fed President Williams is speaking at 9:15. So
we'll see how that affects things there. All right, guys, let's get to it. Here is I'm gonna remove the stuff we have from yesterday. We'll take a look at our gappers list and see what we got going on here. Let's see what's gapping
and
up.
one other note while
Yep.
we're at it, crypto has Bitcoin cratered, dropped something like 9 or 10% yesterday. It's up a little bit this morning, but it got hit pretty hard as well. So
Okay, so here it is. Yeah, yep, yep. Yeah, yesterday too, another bloodbath on crypto there as well. So
mhm.
just interesting, guys. Um, how do you select the whole entire watch list? All right, so if you have a bunch of stuff on here, guys, and this is pretty neat because it'll save you some time. Let's say you got a bunch of tickers in here, you want to clear your
I
list out
love
with
trading SDFS.
yeah, right? Is that a ticker? That should be a
No,
ticker. That's so easy to just kind of type in there. Man, we should start a
neither is
company.
QWERTY.
Yeah, we should start a company, SDFS. So easy. All right, so here it is, guys. So if you have some tickers in here, you want to remove this without deleting your rows on Dash Trader Pro, you're gonna go ahead and do Control A and then Control X, and that's gonna clear. It should clear everything out, but that's gonna clear that out and give you a fresh screen there. And I'm not sure why it's not deleting SDFS. It's a sign we should start a company. Either way, let's take a look here, guys. Open. First one on the gappers list this morning. And we are sitting here up 17% right now, 698,000. On the fence on this right now. What's the flow? Not a low flow, but lower price. Not sure, guys. Not sure on this one. Not sure there's any news that's driving this like
Yeah,
this,
they had
but
earnings last night.
yeah.
What's interesting is while not the exact same business,
Hmm.
this is I what the hell is it called? iBuyer real estate stuff.
Hmm.
And Zillow Z is in very similar space now that they've put themselves in that and had some real problems with it. They had earnings
Yeah.
too, and they're getting slaughtered down 13%, while Open Door is up 17%.
Got it. Okay, so these guys, this is open door here. All right, we'll see. That's a possible. Now the daily's okay. I mean, pre-market we're looking pretty good this morning so far. Might be worth watching. I don't think I ever traded this one in the past or looked at it. Maybe not 100% sure. CCXI today. These guys are up 12%, but not a great pre-market activity. Very light on volume. Only 122,000. Short selling restriction, which again is not a big deal if the stock was looking great, but it's not looking good right now. So I'm going to pass on it for the moment. If the volume gets better, we just need better activity. Maybe we can have a shot at looking at that. We have DKNG this morning. These guys are DKNG making some noise, man. They're up 5.7 at 1.5 million.
Yeah,
Maybe we could look at
they had
these guys.
earnings last night, and it's really their guidance that they gave
Mhm.
that's causing their pop here. So
All right, so yeah, we'll take a look at DKNG looking pretty good here. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Next we do have SQ and SQ this morning. They are up 4.7, 384,000. I mean, it's a hit or miss with SQ. Did they have earnings or anything?
Yeah, they had earnings
Yes,
last night.
yes,
I
they
believe
did.
Ed traded this one after hours yesterday.
I know he traded this one, and I believe NET as well. I know he traded
Okay.
Net. I don't remember SQ, but Net is another one that had earnings last night, guys. This is down 12.5 today. I do love to drop on here. Typically, they don't trade a whole lot of volume, but this could be interesting today. They're sitting on the gap down list. Only brought them up because we're talking about what Ed was trading yesterday. I'll put them as a possible for now. We will get to that in a second. All right, a couple of more names here on the gap up list. We have Dash, which is up 3.9. Again, not the best trader. 236,000. They had earnings
Earnings
last
last night
night.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe possible for now. Again, not ideally the stock I like to watch, but with earnings, they could do something today.
No, no.
EQNR, no, no,
This
no.
is that Norwegian oil and gas company.
Yeah,
There's better stuff out there.
Agreed. Let's move down to PBR. PBR, we traded this in the past a couple of times. This morning, the volume is just not there. They are gapping up 3.3. We just need more juice here, guys. It's not doing it for us right now. Let's head down to BP. This one actually trades better than NQNR. So if you want to watch some of these oil companies, this one's better. Not the best one for me personally. Oxy usually is the one that I like to watch when it comes to petroleum type companies. Yeah, this is one here that I will keep an eye on. Not doing a whole lot right now, like many of these. They're just up slightly this morning. You got BP on here, you got NQNR. I don't see Oxy here yet because they're only up 1.5. I'll put Oxy as a possible on this. What's the I'm not sure if you know this, Norm, the ETF for these oil type plays. Is there a good one out there?
Um, there are several.
Yeah.
USO is one you can keep an eye on,
Hmm.
and then Nat Gas, which a lot of times trades similarly to oil.
Yeah.
You've got Boyle,
That's
and
quite a few. Yeah.
and yeah, there's
Royal seems to
Boyle,
be
and I'm trying to.
a
Is
little
it what's the
active.
other one? I don't usually trade those.
Yeah.
XLE. You're right, Mister T. That's a Energy Spider ETF.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
got Gush. You got Drip. You've got Boyle. You've got. Is it Cold? I can't remember. No, it's not Cold. I can't remember what the opposite of Boyle
Hmm.
is. KOLD. Okay, there you go.
Oh yeah,
So
I
you've
seen
got a
that one.
whole
Yeah. Oh,
array
this a bunch.
of
Yeah.
ETF,
Yep.
ETN products
I know
you can
XOE
mess
is
with.
a popular one that we've seen many traders take action on this one. So if you guys are into, some of these oil plays, XOE might be something to look at. I usually don't trade these ETFs. I like to trade actual stocks instead. So yeah, I'll pass on these for now. I'll keep Oxy here. That's a good one at times. Um, CPNG, what is this? CPNG just popping off here. Up,
Coupang,
yeah, it's up 2.7, 209. Just got started. We'll give it a little bit. What is this, by the way? What kind of company
Coupang,
is this?
South
Coupang,
Korean Groupon. Think of it that way.
South Korean Groupon. That is very interesting.
But I
Um,
mean, it's like it's not really Groupon. It's an online sales platform,
mhm,
sales stuff in South Korea. So
gotcha. Um, where did it go? Here it is, CPNG. So it just started to get going. I mean, we need a lot more information than this right now. We'll put them as a possible. We'll get back to them in a few minutes. All right, let's see what's gapping down today. A couple of things in the double digits here, starting with Under Armour, guys. These guys are down nicely, 15%. We're gonna look at UAA, which is typically the ticker that gets the most volume and most activity. So they are definitely not doing well on Norm. This is earnings, I'm assuming. They got
yeah, they
crushed.
had earnings and their guidance was pretty terrible too. So they're getting smashed on that.
Oh, let me type this correctly. This is UAA. There we
All
go.
right.
UAA, 558,000, down 16.7. Are definitely in play today. Zoom taking a big hit, man. Down 14%, 200,000 so far. These guys are not doing well. So I'm assuming they're guided. Did they have earnings? Yeah, earnings.
Zillow.
Oh, did I say Zoom? Sorry, Zillow. Yes, Zillow.
Yeah, they had earnings as well, and that's what I was pointing out is they're in a very very similar business to Open Door. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
you know everybody's got Zillow, estimates and whatever, but they got into the iBuying business a while back, and they just I don't know if you remember it was what last year they reported massive losses on that part of the business, So it's funny that they're down 14% in reported earnings, the same time as essentially one of their competitors, Open, is
Mm,
up
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
even more than that. So it's kind of weird.
How do these guys make money? I mean, I got the app, of course. It's always nice to see, what something is worth when
Now
you're in
they've
the
got a few
area.
revenue streams, but I
Yeah.
mean, realtors advertise on the platform, but on top of that, like I said,
Mm,
they got into the iBuying, which you sell your house to them and they essentially flip it. But
yeah.
I think they're getting out of that business, if I remember correctly.
That
So
could that could be a very very risky business depending on the time and season. So, all right. So Silo guys down huge this morning, 14%. Definitely in play. Will be on our list. And NET was also in play yesterday. We have them here. I have them as a possible. But again, they nice big drop to them for them this morning. Will definitely be in play. All right, let's take a look at some other names in here. Space, which man, Space at $7. I forget how much this thing dropped. $7 here, and we're
or how about
testing.
crashed?
Yeah, definitely never took off. I mean, man, oh man, this thing
Failure to
here,
launch.
it's yeah, it's not doing well at all. And we're testing some 52-week low. It's like here, 675. I mean, wow. Talk about it just getting killed. Volume 441,000. I haven't traded in a while. I don't know how to cleanly trace at this price range within $7. We'll put them on here. We'll have to see how that does
They're
in a few
very
minutes.
close to their all-time low, which I
Oh
believe
yeah.
is 690
Yeah, it'll be right here, right? Somewhere in
from
October of
2019.
2019. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so they had earnings last night, but I think the thing that's hitting them the most is they
hmm
have postponed their estimate of when they're going to start launching commercial flights. So
Yeah, that is not it hasn't been good for them. That's not been good for them. So yeah, they're taking a bit of a hit here. I just don't know how well these guys are going to trade. They don't have the same juice that they used to before in movement. Yeah, so we'll put them on here for now. We'll come back to it. Some other ones here the next two don't trade very well is SBSW. I'm gonna skip on this one. And here's Redbox. This one made some noise a couple of days ago, and it seems to be coming back down to reality a little bit here. This is not fun now. It's just not doing a whole lot there. So don't like
I
what I'm
just
seeing on that
realized
one. Yeah,
space is to space travel as Beyond Meat is to real meat.
there you go. I like it. What does Megan think about that?
And she's still asleep.
No, she's there. She's there. All right, guys.
Go back
Piton
to
this
sleep, Megan.
morning. Piton here is down at 2.6 right now, 154,000. Pretty light on volume. Piton has definitely done more than that in the past. Um, man, Piton just again, just look at this run on the daily. They are just, I mean, this stock, guys, in December was at $50, October at 95, 100. We're hanging out at $16. I mean, talk about just kind of not crapping everything here. So Piton here, guys. Again, no volume at the moment. A possible for now. We had fun with Piton in the past, plenty of times. I just think they don't have the juice, to get going here. It's just that they don't have the volume. So we'll have to see. Norm, anything you like on this Friday?
I'm still looking, brother.
Yeah,
As I said, well, see, I've been messing with you and having fun and chatting about these
yeah,
stocks
yeah.
in play. As I mentioned, Spy gave up all that pop from 8:30. It's now lower than
Oh,
when those job name
yeah,
numbers
yeah.
came out. So down 0.5%. Q's
hmm
down a little over 0.5%. So
Yeah, it's taking a nice dive here and back into the red. Couldn't hold the green. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this Friday is going to end. Um, with that, let's go over to our chat room here. Let's start with Enrico. You're giving us Netflix. Let's take a look at Netflix this morning. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. I mean, 50,000 shares traded. I mean, yes, it'll probably be one to watch, but not right now, or maybe not today, right? They were continuing to make new lows here, just hitting against that most recent low there, which is their 52-week low, of course. They have not been down here, as you guys know, in a very, very long time. Yeah, I just don't see a lot going on right now, at least. Heading down, I do see AMD. Let's take a look at AMD. Yep, SQQQ is something you can definitely watch, definitely tradable. AMD this morning, it got the volume, 2.1 million. I mean, they don't have great movement this morning. I'm not seeing how that volume is being traded here. This does not add up to 2.1 million. But yeah, definitely worth watching. I think AMD will be fun, maybe a possible for now. It's not really in play. And guys, a lot of these stocks here, I mean, they're not really heavily in play. You know, some got some good potentials, and these are definitely not in play, at least not just yet. So it's gonna be one of those days. We've got to be very patient. You know, we got to wait for the setup to happen, and keep in mind that the SPY can provide us some good opportunities, right? If the SPY starts diving or spiking in, heavily in one direction, it can provide some good opportunities for like stocks like Neo, AMD, even some other ones that are in play today, like a Zillow Space, to hopefully pick up and kind of follow that direction. So we might just have to wait and see what the SPY wants to do today. And keep in mind that it's Friday. Things volume does die down a little bit earlier than most days. Neo right now, 1 million shares traded, big drop for them yesterday. I know a lot of stuff dropped, but Neo seemed to just like have one of these bigger drops, I believe, right? They're losing some levels of support here. We're down to 1551. Might be worth watching. I'm gonna put them as a possible for now. I do like the volume that they have, so that might be one that we move up if something on our list on top here is not looking great, like a space. I don't have a lot of hope on space here at all. To you, might as well be here. Let's just do that because this is not looking good at all. This is a no, 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 no here on to you. So Rampart, yeah, I don't like this at all. We're gonna skip on this one, man. Just no volume whatsoever. Let's go down to Neo Apple. Yeah, SQ I have on deck, so SQ is good. Let's take a look at Apple here. Apple this morning. What do we have? Apple. Again, just following the SPY, a good one to watch. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna watch Apple today because Apple is just gonna do whatever the SPY does. Look at Norm. He's looking for good trades out there, good opportunities. There's nothing happening. He's looking out the window to see if he can find some stocks in play. No, did you find some stocks in play out the windows or what?
No, some jackass is dumping a massive thing of fertilizer into the storm drain.
That doesn't make any sense, idiot.
No.
The bigger idiot was the guy that decided in Texas to go in and rob a house. I mean, imagine how that went down.
That's never a good idea.
You never want to do that in Texas.
Many of us Texans kind of
are well equipped.
Yeah.
Simply said. Okay, let's take a look here, guys. Apple is great. I'm gonna definitely be watching that. 1.3 million shares traded. AMD, yeah, have it as a possible. Not looking all that great, but also following the SPY. As you guys are mentioning here, I like Apple a little bit better. It's just the movement there is slightly better. Be big. No. Nice pop, but I mean, it's just one of these stocks that doesn't trade very well based on us watching it for so long. Who knows? Maybe 11 million shares traded, but look how nasty this 11 million is. It's sideways action, right? You got a little bit of some more movement over here, so maybe this is gonna get better. And I don't see how this adds up to 11 million. There's definitely not 11 million there. No, I don't see that. But yeah, I just not a big fan of Be Big. And let's see here. Let's head down over to what else we got, guys? I see you guys throwing all the gifts out there. Nice. Our chat's having a little fun on this Friday morning. Excellent. All right. Let's go ahead over to our YouTube chat over on YouTube, guys. Let's see what you guys have today. Jack got a couple up for us here. Neo, we looked at. KOD is one that we were talking about earlier. This is a natural gas or
nat gas.
Yep, nat gas. So yeah, definitely in play, man. Look at this thing popping over here. This is looking actually pretty good this morning. Is Oxy or anything else? No, Oxy's not doing a whole lot. But yeah, I'm gonna put it here separate. KOLD.
It's leveraged. I think it's right? three times short nat gas.
Yeah. Be careful with this, guys. But it's looking good this morning. Looking very, very nice. Got some movement to it early on. Oscar, what do you have for us? Open? Yeah, we have open. We have open, I believe, right? Yeah, we have open as a possible. I might move this up. It is getting volume. I mean, we'll have to see, but I like the movement we're getting here. So I might move that up because there's some other stuff on our main list that doesn't look so well. So open definitely looks better than most of our stocks here. What else we have here? All right, message for Norm there. Thank you, appreciate that. What else we got, guys? I think that about covers it.
Kenya.
Which one?
Message from Kenya.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Awesome. We got
Um,
people all over the world.
yeah, it's great, man. It really is. Uh, did you meant pins, right? Not PNIS, right? Because this can spell some pretty weird things there. If you're missing a couple of letters. I don't know if you can. Yeah, let's go
Missing
to
one
pins.
letter.
Let's go to pins. Yeah, let's go to pins here. This is probably what you mean, I hope. And if you do mean
Oh,
this one, I don't see nothing good right now, man. Volume is very light for Pinterest at the moment. Yeah, I don't see it in play, Antonio, if that's what you mean. Uh, Boyle, yeah, STO Boyle, Norms threw all of them out there that you can look at today. They're definitely a
I didn't
moving.
throw all of them. There's more, but I don't
You threw
often trade
enough.
them. But I threw out what I
Yeah,
could think of off the top of my head.
you definitely threw out enough. You know what, guys? Twitter's no fun. I mean, Twitter. We had and Norm, you called this. You mentioned that Twitter was going to be flat for a while,
No, it's
and
not going to do. It's not
you
really going
know,
to do anything. It'll go.
it's not.
Yesterday
Yeah,
we had a little bit of a pop, but I mean there was a reason behind that. And that's kind of what I mentioned. As it goes through the process of being taken private, the only thing that's going to move it is if something drops that is going to make the closing of the deal more likely or less likely, and that's the only
yeah,
thing that you're really going to get a movement on. At this
yeah,
point, it's an
yeah.
arbitrage trade,
It
which
is.
means
It's
essentially it's going to
yeah.
do nothing.
It's not doing anything. It's horrible. Look at it yesterday. Nice pop here, right? You think it's gonna do something and just flat the entire time. You're throwing out some good volume. You're just moving shares around. You're not really trading like you were in the past. So I think Twitter is there's nothing going on there, at least not for now. All right, we are all set here, guys. Let's get to our community events and announcements. Guys, if you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up. If you're enjoying the content and show this morning, we
Thank you.
appreciate you very, very much. Let's get over to our community events for next week. And oh my thing is acting up here. My stream deck is acting a little fun. I'm gonna have to do this manually now. Hold on a second. I think it's giving out on me, but after a couple of years, it's done its job if we have to replace it, but it's acting funky. All right, let me get
Have you turned it on and turned it off again? Turned it off,
yeah,
turned it on
I
again?
think it's the cable, man. The cable is
Oh,
flickering, so
have
like
you
right
hit
now
it
it's
with a
completely
hammer?
off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit it with a hammer or let me see what's going on there. Um where is see, I haven't done this manually in a long time. That's why you have our hotkeys here. Let's go ahead and get our announcements. Here we go. All right, perfect. Let's start with Monday.
All right. Actually, just skip this because the tech webinar next week is Carlos, which is ironic since you're the one having tech problems. Artie's implied volatility webinar should be posted next week. We've got Thor Tuesday, 8 p.m. talking about VPA Part 2. Then on Wednesday, Dr. Reed's webinar should be posted by now as well. And then the return of Crata next Wednesday at 5 p.m. How to neutralize pressure while trading. Thursdays, we've got mentorship at 11, 4, and 8. 11 a.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m. Don't forget about stocktradingsimulator.com, our free web-based trading simulator, replay simulator. Somebody was asking earlier, actually, our friend Ibrahim from Kenya was asking about where the list of stocks in play for that day is. It resides on our website. I gave him the link. Also, you'll be signed up for a couple of emails a week when you sign up for that. That will point you in the right direction of what stocks to trade on what days and what times, what to look for in your practice. So very helpful there. Yeah, don't forget about our test drive. And yeah, All right, buddy.
All right,
Thank
we
you.
are good to go. Thank you, Norm, for that. Appreciate it very, very much. All right, so let's just make sure. I want to test, make sure it's working. Yep, our
Oh
keys,
yeah,
my
it's
Stream Deck is
working.
working again. I got my little hotkeys there.
Smoke sessions.
So it's working good. Guys, let's get to it. Our list this morning, we have DKNG, we have SQ. Hold on, SQ's yeah, SQ's okay. You Under Armour actually looks pretty good. I like the drop here we're getting this morning. We have Zillow here. Zillow looks good. Space, I'm not a fan of. I think I'm gonna remove them down and probably put Open up. I think Open might give us a better opportunity. So let's see here. We'll bring Space down. We'll delete it from here. Bring it to our secondary list. Um, Here it is, and then we'll make some room there. Where is
You know
it
what's crazy
here?
about
Yeah,
space
yeah,
is their peak was what, the day after. Remember Richard Branson kind of
yeah,
pulled a
yeah.
jerk move
That was a jerk
and
move.
pulled his flight up before Bezos's.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
they got that little pop when they had their flight, and it was underwhelming because there was the argument of whether they actually went to space and
Right, right, right.
the Kármán line and all that stuff. And then it's like been in a just a being slaughtered. It's been slaughtered
Yeah.
ever since that, man.
It's like they never accomplished anything. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just it's insane,
interesting for sure.
insane. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna be a great trader. This is why I'm moving them down today. I could be completely wrong, but we'll have to see. So we have SQ Under Armour. We have Zillow, which continues to drop. I'm gonna mark this level here, but look at this, continues to drop here. We have Apple, which again just doing whatever the SPY is doing. So it'll be a good one to watch if you want to have something to trade based on SPY movements. And we have Open as well, which is taking a little bit of a drop here. But I do like Open much better than Space. A couple of good ones here, Neo and AMD, of course. Open, we can remove this from here. We have it on the top. Dash, oh, Dash is looking nice, actually. All right. Oxy is not doing a whole lot. I'm going to remove Oxy for now. CPNG, mm, yeah, let's get rid of it for now. Piton, I don't think Piton's doing anything. I love the drop here. It might, if it gets volume and it starts running here, it could be nice. I mean, this thing has lost all kinds of levels of support. I mean, what's the next level we have here? What are we going back to? Are we below even their IPO? Oh man, that is no good, no good. I think we are. Yeah. This is all-time lows. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but Piton is hitting all-time lows right now. That could be interesting, man. Wow, what a what a disaster. Piton guys, down 4.6. Look at this is the monthly, right? So the IPO'd around seems to be like $20 or so, right? 26. And now they're just all the way down here. Look at this drop here last year. I mean, man, they are just getting killed. So Piton might be exciting just because they're hitting the some of these lows here. They just need more volume, but I would love to see what happens with these guys today. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then we have Dash we mentioned also. Again, we got some other ones that are starting to look good in our secondary list. Let's do this. We'll do level 4 we have up here, and then we can always move something up if we need to. SQ, I'm on the fence on. That's okay. We'll do levels for these quickly, and then we'll fine tune this because I got way too many. And for the type of day that it is, I don't think you need to have that many stocks on your watch list. Piton, guys, let's start from the bottom here. Piton this morning, low of the pre-market 1621. We'll slam a level there. And then as we just mentioned, this is your all-time lows. There's no more levels down here, guys. I mean, just so sad. All right, so high of the pre-market, you are looking at highs and lows from the last two trading days, right around that area. Previous day close. I mean, you got tons of levels up here. I don't think you need to do anything else on Piton. Here is Open, beautiful pop, and it's just giving some back. I'm not sure if the SPY might have cost some of this here. But again, they're definitely trading better than most of the stocks on our list this morning. I have the pre-market 839. We do have another level at 872. And right up here, guys, over at 901. It's a good level as well. Towards the bottom, just going to mark down. You know what? I don't need to. Low of the pre-market is 793. But you got the lows from the last and lows and highs from the last two trading days doing this level right on here. You don't need to mark the low of the pre-market. This is doing a good job for you already. Now, below the low of the pre-market, we do have this 750, looks like 750 level. If you draw a line across that, you can see a couple of days using that as support, as resistance. Definitely a good area to put on there for open. So that is good there. Below that, more highs and lows in previous day close. Now here's Apple. Let's remove some levels on Apple because we got plenty. And now that we have yesterday's data, some of that is overlapping some of the days that we have on our list. So here is Apple. We have, again, just overall SPY movement on Apple, not really in play. It's just doing whatever the SPY is doing. But it's always a good one to watch if the SPY does decide to trade as aggressive as it did, as it has been the last 2 days, right? So 157.80 high of the pre-market towards the bottom. We do have 155.51, which is the low of the pre-market, high of the pre-market. And then below that, we do have this one single day here where we had this nice drop and recovery over at 153. So plenty of levels there on Apple. Do not need to add anymore. Just look at the swings here, the drop, the pop, the drop. I mean, this range is from 155 to 166, almost, right? So I mean, it's just you could kind of tell the madness that we're getting on the overall market because the SPY obviously, although it had its own catalyst here, right? It had earnings, I believe, or was it this day here? I can't recall which one. It has its own catalyst. It's overall just following whatever the SPY is doing, right? So we'll see what happens there. Let's look at Zillow. So Zillow down nicely here, 33.80. I'm going to leave that there. You got a good area of support happening there. Let's see how low this pre-market low is going to get. So we'll leave that there for now. Towards the top, the high of the pre-market, 37.10, was slamming level there. And now let's go to the bottom. When was the last time we were down here on Zillow? Let's see here. Let's go to our weekly. What do we have? Okay, we're looking at 2020, obviously the pandemic here. We do have actually, yeah, we do have this over here. This is going to be 1975, and then right up here we do have 2881. I like 2881 a whole lot better right now. 3359, guys, a very good level of support. We're seeing a lot happening there. So let's see if that's going to hold on Zillow here. All right, back to the daily. I think we're all set at the top, guys. Highs and lows from the last 2 trading days, previous day close. You can mark down this one single day here. I won't put too much weight on it, but you do have it bounce happening at 38.34. But the major levels are in this area here. We have a lot of consolidation happening. Next, we have Under Armour. Under Armour down nicely. Look at this level here, guys, at 1171. We'll mark that. We'll also mark the low of the pre-market at 1143. But this 1171, 1175, you can clearly see there's some action happening right on there. High of the pre-market marked down by the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days. And here, you do have a nice big drop here as well. Let's go to the left. We have more data within this gap here. This is a big gap, guys. I mean, we look at this. We need more information. Let's go back to the weekly. What do we have around this area? We're going back to 2020, 2021 on the weekly. We got a one over here, over at a 1267. Not too strong, but 1356. You have something else here. You got a couple of bounces there as well. Not as great as this 1180. Look at this here, 1175. Where we're hanging out right now. That's a great area of resistance that can now become support. Then you got a couple of levels here as well towards the top. If we were to lose this 1143, which is the low of the pre-market, on this weekly chart, we do have a lot of action over at 1096. I'm going to mark that one there. So we are set in case we do get a drop here on Under Armour. So that is it for now. Good volume, 802. 802,000 at the moment. Here's SQ. You know, I'm on the fence on SQ. Every time I look at it, I like the volume. I like the pop. Something about it's just I'm not feeling here. So I'm gonna bring it down, guys. You can watch it on your end. I'm just gonna bring it down on my end just to make more space because I got way too many for the type of day that it is. And then I have DKG, which again, tons of volume. I don't think we have seen DKG trade this much volume in a very long time. They're up 3% right now. Low of the pre-market will be hanging out at 1421. Smack a level there. And then the high of the pre-market over at a 15, almost 16. So 16 will throw a level there. But you got a lot before there. You got the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days. In here, you got the previous day close. You got a lot going on there as well. So above that 16, if we were able to break out, of course, that 16 is that whole dollar number is going to be a nice area of support and resistance. We're going to have another level over almost, might be 17, but I have 1691 another great area of support and resistance. Look at the ping pong action here. That is good, confirming these two levels as strong ones. So you definitely want to have that there. If we were to drop here and lose this 1493, we have a level at a 1351, and we only have 1351. There we go. And we have one here as well at 1308. So I'm going to mark that down. Only one date here. So that 1351 is actually going to be a lot stronger because you got more confirmation, more days bouncing off of that. But that 1301, just in case we do take a nice dive on DKNG. So, all right, guys, quick recap. We have DKNG here, which is nice. Love the volume. We have Under Armour, which I like the support that we're getting here with volume. Not the best trading stock at times, but we're down 17%. That is a big number. So let's see how that's going to react there. We have Zillow as well, down huge, guys, down 15%. Another one that's down in the double digits. So that's nice as well. We do have a couple of levels here this morning with some decent volume. We have App, which is doing Apple stuff. So that's good. We have Open, which is kind of following the SPY a little bit here, but they do got news. They do got 1.4 million. So definitely worth watching. And then we have Piton just getting crushed. It was creating new all-time lows here, well below their IPO price. So just interesting how that is playing out there. All right, guys, that's what we have. And we have a couple of good ones on the secondary list as well, if they can get going. Perfect. Let's take a look here at our moderators lineup this Friday morning as we get ready to start our trading day, our last trading day to close out the week. Let me bring this over as I'm doing this. We appreciate your thumbs up over on YouTube. Your likes are much appreciated. It shows that we're doing a decent job, and we appreciate that very much. All right, let's go ahead and bring this over. All right, let's see here. Right over here, you guys should be able to see that over on YouTube. Let's start with Mike. So Mike keeping it really tight here. SQ and Apple for him. Dima looking at Under Armour, DKNG, and Apple. Wow, couple of IPOs. I think that's the most IPOs I've seen in some time. Let's see if they're actually open. So let's see if they actually get going here. And then we have Peter's list: AMD, Apple, DKG, Under Armour, and Lucid SQ as a secondary. Tiffany will be looking at SQ, AMD, Apple, and Tesla. Thor, tech stocks and scanners today. Megan will be looking at Apple, SQ, and Z. So that is our moderators lineup here. Brian will be sending his list shortly as well as he goes live this morning. I believe Andrew is traveling today. Not sure if he's got to his destination, if he's going to be trading or not, but we will definitely have Brian and another moderator joining him, probably Thor, joining him for the open. So with that said, guys, I think we're pretty much all set up here to start our Friday. Yeah, Brian is still probably getting dressed. Absolutely. If he has to go on the camera, he has to put on a shirt, so it does put a lot of pressure on him. Not for trading. There's no pressure for trading. He's an expert there, but it does put pressure that he has to get dressed now to come on the camera for the live stream. Over on YouTube, guys, thank you so much. Fun Friday show. Thank you, CFC, longtime viewer. Thank you, Ben, for joining us. Oscar, thank you so much. Nike's double bottom. Let's take a look. Nike. No, it needs more volume, at least for the way I trade, right? So you got to be very careful here. I see what you're looking at. The daily here, bounce here and bounce here. Definitely hitting some support levels, but it does need a little bit of more juice there to get going. So we'll see if Brian has his list. We'll wait for him, give him a couple of minutes, and then we will go and switch it. There's Speak of the Devil. There's Brian. Let's bring this over, guys. So Brian's list today: SQ, Under Armour, Dash, DKNG, Z, and Apple this morning. That's what he'll be looking at, and I'm sure he'll talk about that in just a sec as we switch over to him. So, guys, over on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us this Friday as we close out the week. Remember, guys, it is Friday, last day of the trading week. You want to be disciplined today. You don't want to be a hero, right? You want to. When it comes to trading, it's all about consistency. Can you do this over and over and over and over again, right? So, getting lucky, yes, it happens in trading. You can get lucky, but luck, it does not happen consistently, right? So just be mindful. If you take a trade and you get lucky, doesn't mean that it's always going to be that way. So build consistency, guys. The only way to do that is to build habits, really good habits, to build really good discipline. That's going to carry over on a consistent basis, right? So just keep that in mind. You just want to get on base today. You want to get on base if you can, get a couple of hits. If you make it home, great. If you hit a home run while you're trying to get on base, even excellent. But if you swing for the fences and you miss, it's gonna hurt. You might hit the dirt. You don't want to do that. So take it easy. And then you got 2 days to think about your mistakes and not being disciplined, not following your rules. And you guys know this, but guess what? Some of you guys are still not going to do this today. I don't know why, but try really hard not to do that. Try really hard to stay focused, follow your rules, do whatever you have to do, slam the computer, pull the power plug, do whatever you have to do to be disciplined today. So you're sitting tomorrow morning, relax, having a nice breakfast, win or lose today, but you know for a fact that you did follow your rules and you were disciplined. So, guys, take care, trade safe. Over on YouTube, thank you very much. We will see you guys on Monday. Have an amazing. The most important thing. How can I forget this, guys? The most important thing. It is Mother's Day, so if you haven't done what you have to do, you still have time, right? It is Mother's Day on Sunday, so make sure you take care of business for your mama. All right, so take care, guys, and I will see you on Monday. Have a good one.